Hello and welcome to the Dutching channel. It's Monday the 25th of March 2024. It's just gone 9:30 in the morning and we're going to do the selections for the Twilight card at Newcastle this evening, where I think there's 9 races. This begins at 4:30 and our first race there's no non-runners and 7 go to post. And our selection in that first race is Bring Back Memories. So we'll go on to Matchbook, and Bring Back Memories is currently the second favourite trading. Now, these over-round figures, I'm not going to sort of bother reading these out, but they'll start off like this one at 102.26. They'll gradually get worse through the day because we're a long way for those races to commence. So if you're going to bet in these races, unless you think you're going to get the best price now, then take it, and if not, then leave it 5 or 10 minutes before the off, because it will even itself out by then. So Bring Back Memories, currently 3.7 here, and the stakes of £27.03 would return you £100. And our second selection is Well Planted. And Well Planted is one of the outsiders. That's currently trading at 20. This would require stakes of £5 to return £100. And our third selection is Fleur de Mer. And Fleur de Mer, this is currently favourite and trading at 3.1. So first of all, we look at our first two selections. We had staked 32.03, and that left us £17.97. So full stakes there of £50. We're first going to go to Fleur de Mer, where the stake here will be £17.97. We will times that by 3.1. And this would return us £55.70, which would still be a profit for our third selection. But our top two, Bring Back Memories and Well Planted, one of those two would return £100. Then moving into our second race at Newcastle, this is the 5 o'clock. We've got 8 go to post here, no non-runners as yet. And our top selection here is Lunar Rocks. Now, Lunar Rocks, back into Matchbook, the second race. Now, Lunar Rocks is currently trading at 10.5. And you can see by the over-round that I just showed you there was 105 point something. So, as I say, leave these alone. Right, Lunar Rocks. 10.5 is the Matchbook price, and £9.52 would be your stakes to return £100. Then our second selection is Bradman, and Bradman is currently trading at 3.75. Would require stakes of £26.67 to return £100. And our third selection here would be Little Venice. And Little Venice is the outside, or one of the outsiders, at 36. This would require stakes of £2.78 to return £100. And so far, with those three, we've staked £38.97, leaving £11.03. So our full selection would be Little Rose. And Little Rose, this is currently trading at 8.2 and would require stakes of £12.20. But as I say, we've got £11.03 left, so that will be our stake there. So that's £50 staked, and for Little Rose, we need to put on £11.03 times the price of 8.2. This would return £90.44, so that would still be a nice profit. And we've also got Lunar Rocks, Bradman and Little Venice running for us to return £100. Then we move into Newcastle's third race, the 5:30. And 10 go to post here with no non-runners at present. And our top selection here is Rocha du Leal. We'll go back into Matchbook for race 3. And Rocha du Leal is one of the outsiders. That's currently trading at 4040. Would require stakes of £2.50 to return £100. Our second selection is Asgard's Captain, and Asgard's Captain is the favourite at 2.5 or 6-4, and stakes of £40 would return £100. Our third selection would be Westerness, and Westerness is currently trading at 11.5. And we've only got £7.50 left in the bank there. So that's all we can have on that. So that's our £50 staked. And Westerness, £7.50 times 11.5 in the price. That returns £86.25. So that would still be a good enough win on Westerness. And Rocha du Leal and Asgard's Captain, if one of those two was to win, would return us £100. So back over to Newcastle for the 6 o'clock. And in this race at 6 o'clock, no horse has seen a race course before. So for me, that will just be a straight line through that one. There we go. So back into the racing post again. We'll move on to the 6:30, where we've got 10 go to post here. No non-runners again for now. And our top selection here would be Anna Emirati. And into Matchbook. And Anna Emirati here is currently trading at 28. So stakes of £3.57 would return £100. Palace Lord is our second selection. Current odds of 4.6 would mean stakes of £21.74 to return £100. And Crypto Quest is our third selection. This is currently trading at 4.9, and this would require stakes of £20.41 to return £100. And it means now that we've got £4.28 left to stake. And our full selection is Saison d'Or. And Saison d'Or is the favourite at 4.3 or 130. So we can see that's too much money to stake. As I said, we've got £4.28 left in the kitty. So we put this on Saison's Door. 4.28 or £4.28 times the price of 4.3 would give us a return there of 18.40. Yes, it is a loss, but it's our full selection, and we've got 3 other ones around it. Anna Emirati, Palace Lord, and Crypto Quest. If one of those 3 was to win, would return £100. Now moving into Newcastle's 7 o'clock. We have 9 go to post here, no non-runners either at the moment. And our top selection here would be Ratafia. And into Matchbook, we'll move that along as well to the 7 o'clock. And Ratafia is currently second favourite at 4.8. Stakes of £20.83 would return £100. And our second selection is Water of Leith. And Water of Leith is currently your favourite there at 3.7. And this would stake £27.03 to return £100. And that's mostly all the money gone. So we've got £2.14 left. And our third selection would be Spartan Fighter, and this at the moment is currently trading at 11. So that would be our three selections for this race. Spartan Fighter has got £2.14 on it, and that will times by the SP of 11 and would return £23.54. So yes, it's another loss on that one, but we've got two horses running for us as well, and that's Ratafia and Water of Leith. One of those would return £100. Then we're going to move on to the next race at Newcastle. This is going to be the 7:30. And the biggest field here, 13 go to post with no non-runners. And our number one selection here is Stallone. So back into Matchbook. And Stallone is currently trading at 8.6. Stakes of £11.63 would return £100. Our second selection is Memo. Memo currently favourite here at 4.6. And stakes of £21.74 would return us £100. And our third selection, the Prince's Poet. And the Prince's Poet is pretty much right down the bottom there, and that is currently 20, and stakes of £5 would return £100. And our fourth selection is Birkenhead. Birkenhead currently 10.5, and let's see if we've got enough money. First of all, the first three took up £38.37. So yeah, we got enough here. So Birkenhead, a stake of £9.52 would return £100, and that would now leave us £2.11. And our fifth selection would be Beneficiary. And Beneficiary is currently second in at 6.4. So that's the stakes of £50. And we'll go down to Beneficiary here, where we have a stake of £2.11. Times that by the 6.4 price would return us £13.50. Not a lot again, but we do have four above that running for us. We have Stallone, Memo, the Prince's Poet, and Birkenhead. If one of those four was to win, it would return us £100. Moving on to the penultimate race at Newcastle, which is going to be the 8 o'clock. We've got a field of 10 here going to post with no non-runners at present. And our number one selection here would be Absolute Dream. Absolute Dream. And my Absolute Dream today would be profiting, unlike yesterday. So Absolute Dream, I've forgotten what I was doing then. Right, into the penultimate at Newcastle on Matchbook, and Absolute Dream second in at the moment at 5.7. Stakes of £17.54 would return us £100. And our second selection is Noble Captain. This is actually favourite at 4.5, and stakes of £22.22 would return us £100. And our third selection is El Dayar, and El Dayar is currently 8.4, and we'll just look back quickly to see how much we've staked, because that's going to require us £11.90, and we've got £10.23 in the kitty, so that would be the maximum stake there for El Dayar. So let's times that. We've got £10.23 times the SP of 8.4, and that would return us £85.93 if El Dayar was the win, so that's quite nice. And the other two running for us are Absolute Dream and Noble Captain, and if one of those was the win, that would return us £100. So we're now going to move into the last race at Newcastle, and of a 9-race card, I might add. And we've got 9 going to post there with no non-runners as yet. And our number 1 selection is Catherine Shroy. I think they was calling that Shri the other day. And then into Matchbook for the final time as well, race 9. And Catherine Shroy is favourite at just under 7-4 at 2.74. Stakes here would be £36.50 to return £100. And our second selection is Global Humour. And Global Humour is second in at the moment, and that's only 3.5. Our maximum stake we can have on this is £13.50. That's all we got left to bring it up to £50. And that's our stake done there. So Global Humour, £13.50. Times this by odds of 3.5 would return us £47.25, so only a £3 loss on that one. And if Catherine Shroy was to win, this would return us £100. So we're going to do a quick recap on Newcastle, starting with the 4:30. Bring Back Memories and Well Planted would return £100, and Fleur de Mer would be the lesser amount. Into the 5 o'clock, we've got Luna Rocks, Bradman, and Little Venice. One of those would return £100, and Little Rose would be the lower amount. In the 5:30, we've got Rocha du Liao and Asgard's Captain. One of those would return £100, and Westerness would be the lower amount. There'll be a no bet in the 6 o'clock at Newcastle. Then into the 6:30, we've got Anna Emirati, Palace Lord, Crypto Quest. If one of those 3 was to win, would return £100, and Saison d'Or would be the lesser amount. Into the 7 o'clock, we got Ratafia and Water of Leith. One of those 2 would return £100, and Spartan Fighter would be the lower amount. And then into the 7:30 at Newcastle, Stallone, Memo, The Prince's Poet, and Birkenhead. One of those 4 would return £100, and Beneficiary the lower amount. Then into the 8 o'clock at Newcastle, Absolute Dream, Noble Captain. One of those 2 would return £100, and El Dayar would be the lesser amount. And into the final race of the evening, the 8:30 at Newcastle, Catherine Shroy would return £100, and Global Humour would be the lesser amount. So thanks for watching all the videos today. I will be back after that last race with the results roundup. Otherwise, it's happy punting.